Hello and welcome back to episode 28 of The Sinking City. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And you'll see that I've taken the liberty of jumping us forward to Johannes's address. And you can see that over the door it says Rex non potest peccare, which I'm sure I butchered. But that's Latin for the king can do no wrong. Which is an old English legal maxim or something, which speaks to my theory about who Johannes really is.
The door won't budge.
Excuse me? What are you assholes doing in the street, huh? Nobody needs help anymore. I took care of it. Alright. I'm thinking that things might not all be well in the King's Theater. The King's Theater.
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck. Really bad.
I'm not sure that it's as bad of luck as having the Seal of Cthigonar. But I could be wrong. Thank you. Oh, Johannes. You're not doing so good.
Wear this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using.
No, you're actually not using a 38 revolver? Although your stupid 1911 is chambered in 38. That's not a revolver, that's a semi-auto. On the other hand, your revolver is a 44-40.
It appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain. 3 shots to the gut, 1 through the heart. Quick death.
Oh, Johannes. I thought you were supernatural.
Repeat the verse after me. Gnaya ilya ogun glui hastor fatharanek ungibunma.
Oh, and we've seen those boards before.
The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
Oh, I don't want a forensics though. I want to go upstairs. Ugh.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
Uh-huh. So that's the running away.
Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah!
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Okay, let's see what actually happened here.
So definitely this one first.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
And then, this one.
Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah!
And then we'll go with running away first. And then phone call.
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Johannes Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police.
Now, what's going on upstairs, Strange Aeons Philosophical Society, meeting upstairs. Interesting place to keep a door.
As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death. For this world is nothing more than just a play of lights and shadows, dwarfed to insignificance in the endless corridor of angles yielded by mirrors that reflect each other. Pierre de Lalande, Repercussions and Reflections.
And
Monade possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Thus, being added to an odd number, it turns into an even. And added to an even makes it odd.
I think monade just means one.
Le Philosophe Inconu, selection of maxims and aphorisms.
Certainly a well-read bunch up here in the attic of the theater. What are we missing? Aside from the fact that I don't think Johannes is actually dead.
It appears someone tried to help
Yeah.
him, but all in vain.
What is still missing? Something is. We looked at the hat. We looked at the casings. We're obviously supposed to be...
Bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting framed for this. I think. What's up with the bird? What else is upstairs? We read that.
Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math.
There we go. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it was our... Huh. I wouldn't have thought that was the front door.
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck.
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
Yep, there we go.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
Well, I didn't do it.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
One thing that's worse bad luck than seeing a dead policeman is creating a dead policeman.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
Oh. Well, that's nice of him.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
Cool.
I must confess I'm pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
Key evidence collected, but evidence remains. In the police department? Hey buddy, you doing alright there? I'm sure he'll be fine. To whom it may concern, there is conspiracy brewing in this city. It's the Fishmen. I know you couldn't confirm my previous reports, but this time it's different. They are taking over. Their rancid underwater gold has been surfacing around the city. Soon they will have enough to buy out everybody. Your institution must investigate this. I took the initiative and performed a preliminary investigation. Yes, I know I don't have a license, which is exactly why I need somebody who does. I am sending you the first batch of my notes. More notes will follow as I carry on with my research. The conspiracy is real. The Fishmen. The Fishmen. Regards, Sims. Okay. More side quest for me to chase after. I'm into it. Evidence updated. Do I have all the evidence now?
Please, sir. My sister's missing, and nobody will help me find her.
Sure, dude. I'm just accused of murder. No big deal.
You're in luck. The name's Charles Reed, private investigator. Ready to help if the price is right. And you are?
Oh, sir. Thank you. I'm Jacob Tucker. Take anything you want. Just find Emily. Please.
We have a deal. Now, a couple more questions. If I'm gonna help, I'll need more information.
Emily's my little sister. We lost everything during this damn flood. And then she had some kind of breakdown. It was my job, a brother's job, to protect her. And I failed.
If I'm gonna investigate, I'll need more to go on. What happened?
She's been in the asylum for 2 months. I visit her every week, but when I went yesterday, the doctors acted like they didn't know me or her. I'm not insane. I swear. I know she was there. Something's happened, but please, sir, find my Emily. She's all I have left.
Can't you ask the police for help?
No one in this city cares about the insane. She's just another nobody for them to ignore.
Alright, I'll do it.
Rest assured, I'll do what I can to locate your sister. Goodbye.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
Sometimes you can't help it. Yeah.
The work of a private eye does occasionally require some lateral thinking, but it's all in service of law and order.
So you commit crimes to prevent crimes. Got it. The only mystery is why you haven't ended up here sooner. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
Actually, the only reason I wound up in Oakmont jail is because I gave myself up. I've killed many in my brief stay in Oakmont, and I could have killed more. Yep. Carpenter Manor. Of course, and we already know where that is. Let's get to it. And it was really cool of them to let me have all my guns back. Yeah, they did actually let me have all of my guns back. You're released, although you're still accused of murder. Here are all your guns back. Have a nice day. Alright, Carpenter. What have you got for me? Oh, the food truck's gone. What's up, Frank? Oh, Charles. I think we better get you some more drugs, dude. Hello.
Charity work. Oh, we could be running a real racket.
You could be, but the boss said no. Interesting. Why is that a thing?
Okay. I'd kill for a good fight.
One might be coming. All out of springs? That's fine. Or all full up on springs, not out of springs at all. Anti-full. I seem to remember the down of stairs was, yep, and it still is. There might be something in there. I don't think so, though. It will probably remain closed for always. Things are considerably quiet around here. And the guy is gone? The not dad? What the hell was his name? Started with a B. Who cares? Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Reed, welcome. Things are busy right now, but I hope we may soon find the time to share a conversation and some wine.
That's been a luxury lately.
Wine or time. Regardless, I won't delay you further.
I appreciate you bailing me out of jail. I was in a difficult situation.
A trifle, Charles. Though I understand you're not off the hook yet. Milton Pierce says he saw you killing Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
I believe you. From what I know of your character, even if you and Johannes had a falling out...
I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly. Reed, I trust you, but the police don't. If you can't find the real culprit, there's little more I can do. That being said, the Carpenter family still has its connections in the police department. Just let my taskmaster know when you have an alibi.
How are you feeling after everything that happened with Brutus?
Brutus.
Please, I'd rather not discuss it. But my father is upstairs, should you wish to see him.
I get the feeling you knew Vanderberg.
He was an old friend, a man of rare mental clarity. I met him in Europe during the Great War. He and you are among the few decent men in this city. I hope that I won't need to choose one friend over the other.
You served during the Great War?
Yes, one of the hapless grunts at Meuse Argonne. I'm afraid I still find it hard to talk about.
I understand. What do you know about Milton Pierce?
He's quite a prominent voice in political circles, though he's not afraid to play ugly. I saw his interview with the Oakmont Chronicle recently.
Do you know where I can find him?
He's somewhere in Reed Heights, but sorry, beyond that I can't be of much help.
All right.
Thanks again, Mr. Carpenter. I should be off.
Before you leave, here's a little problem solver for you. Should you run into any further difficulties, take care, Mr. Reed. I'll set aside some wine for when it's all over.
Thompson! Yes! All evidence collected, but also Thompson collected. And it's already got a drum magazine. Am I actually ever going to own 50 rounds to put in the damn thing? Let's find out how many I can carry right now. 30. Chicago broom? No, it's the Chicago typewriter. Come on. Okay, so we need to go to City Hall, I think. And look up our accuser. And then we'll go confront him, because that's what, that's something that would totally be allowed of a man accused of murder. Man, and Carpenter trusts us a lot. Yeah, I know you're accused of murder, but here's a submachine gun. Try not to use it to get into any further trouble. Citizens after the flood. District, Reed Heights. No? Running for mayor. Interview in the newspaper recently, so I need to be at the newspaper. Should have picked up on that. Still, you would think that I know the name and I know he's a citizen. And I know he's in Reed Heights, City Hall. I don't know where his domicile is. Mystery of the Creepy Watson. Newspaper there. I wonder if the accusations made by the policeman could be different under any circumstances. Like, is it possible to conduct yourself in such a way that he'll say, "Oh, well, you're such an upstanding guy. I can't believe this happened to you," or something similar. I mean, I don't think I much care. Here we go. Newspaper. Want to give an interview with an accused murderer?
Stay safe.
Guess not. Okay, officials. Articles and interviews. Reed Heights. There we go. Today our correspondent had the chance to roam the beautiful alleyways of eastern Reed Heights, all for the sake of interviewing one of the most promising political figures in Oakmont. Pierce's property, an apartment building tucked away on Museum Avenue between Communion and Helog, is definitely a grand sight, but Mr. Pierce takes pains to assure us he is in touch with the needs of the humble man, meeting regularly with community leaders. Great. So, Reed Heights. Museum between Communion and Helog. Museum, Communion, and Helog. So it's around there. And where is our nearest phone booth going to turn out to be? Not very near, I think. We haven't spent much time in that part of Reed Heights. So we'll just have to do our best. Oh yeah. City Hall turns out to be as close as we're likely to get. Well, aside from being disappointing that we've lost a friend in Johannes, we also missed out on whatever plan it was that he promised us. I wonder if there's enough left of his gang that they'll be able to help us anyway. Are we even going to learn that they're his gang now?
Extra. All the news that's fit for print.
Yeah, okay. How close are we? Gotta go around this corner. Yeah, see, here we are in the rich part of town, and these cars are all covered in rust spots and dings and dents. And yet, every once in a while, that convertible pops up. And it's just, like, pristine. Bum fight. So it's around here, isn't it? Alright, well that wasn't very useful. It's gotta be around, it's gotta be right around here. You'd think that all of these buildings would be occupied. People would be falling all over themselves to live in these places. That door wasn't marked. Oh, it is marked. It's just very faint. Apartment of Milton Pierce.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
So let's do a heckin' breaking and entering.
He must be taking his election campaign very seriously. Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
Machiavelli.
Emptier than a banker's heart.
Wow. Bit of a mess.
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
Man, and where is our host? Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you surely can provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means. But otherwise, you will have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton. Well, that's an interesting little detail, isn't it?
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
Uh-huh. Among the explosive ordnance disposal. Mr. Pierce, on behalf of our community, I want to express a huge gratitude for everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants, and you are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship and proof that while we maintain this connection, no one from our side will dare to harm you. Anna Cavendish. Another interesting little detail.
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
Yeah, okay.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Mm-hmm. Sucking down Darjeeling.
Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Ah, where's my dang... Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
And now that we've collected the key evidence, we are all out of time for episode 28. So come and see me again in episode 29 for the accusation. Talk to you soon.